We're going to be doing our red flower with a yellow background, and we're going to start out by putting in our, I'm going to start with my middle and work my way out. We want a little bit of black, not much, just enough that we can pull it out of the center. And I'm actually going to put this on with my number 2 tool. Clean out our working surface here, and because that's the tool that we can put a lot of wax on with. And then I'm probably going to use my stipple brush here, and my red one has been in my melting pot getting nice and warm, so that wax just goes right on. You also could just put it on with your number 2 tool. It'll just take a little bit longer. It's not a big deal if you want to do that as well. Or if you want more wax, you can do that. And then we're going to finish it off with our yellow. And this is actually dandelion, and all of these colors are in the 24 pack. If you want something to pop, put the dandelion on it. That color just really, really pops. Okay, so we've got that all nice. Almost looks like a bullseye right there right now. So we're going to go over and we're going to heat it up. And we're going to bring in our smaller tools. I'm going to use my 0 tool, probably my larger end. You want to make sure it's nice and clean, doesn't have any other colors on it. And we're going to start by warming this up. And we're going to start on the outside because it takes longer for it to melt in the middle. And the more you pull it away from you, the more you pull it up away from the piece, the more it doesn't melt as much. So once you get it where you want it, just kind of pull it up a little bit. But we want to make sure that it's nice and melty. So I'm going to pull that up just a little bit. And I'm going to pull, needs to be just a little bit warmer. We want to keep our outside coming in, and we need to warm up our tool just a tad. You don't want your tool cold. So we get this look of almost a poppy here. And then we're going to pull this inside out just a tad. Not much more than that. I actually would have liked to have seen this one come up just a bit. I'm going to bring my stipple brush in and just cover him up with some yellow just a bit. Okay, I think I've got him just about where I want him. I'm going to try bringing this guy out just a tad. Alright. And I'm going to wet my finger and I'm going to dip it into my micro beads. I need a little bit more damp spot than that. And pick those up and just set those right in the middle of my warm wax. Your wax has to be warm. Make sure, and it does hardly takes any to do that, but then we get the center of our flower. And doesn't that look more like a poppy or a nice red poppy? So that is how we do our flower. Now we're going to let this cool for a bit, and then we're going to come back and we're going to put the finish on him. Alright, our piece is dried, and we're going to come in and we're going to clean our sides off with the wax. We're using our hobby knife. You want to remove all of the wax. This is a real important step. It allows your suede piece to go onto the sides. So we want to make sure that we remove all of this, and we're not going to seal this part. So you want to make sure that you have all of it off. And another thing I'm going to do is once I've done that, I'm going to go around and just barely go on top a little bit. and remove just kind of the edge part so that we can get a nice clean seal with our finish. And for the finish, I'm going to use the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. This is real important that we use this type of finish. This keeps it nice and hard and from going bad, or protects it if you take it outside. Now, don't shake it, but we don't want to come in and do a nice thick coat. Dimensional Magic is made to be thick. So we're going to start with the outside first, and we're going to put one, we're going to take it clear to the edge and off the edge just a tad, not much, because remember we want to put that stuff on the sides, so we don't want really too much on the sides. We just want a nice seal on that piece. Now we're going to come back and we're going to put some more onto it, and then we're going to kind of brush it on. Now, less is better when going across it with your brush. You don't want to do it too many times. You just want to kind of even it out. You want to have enough on there that it just kind of spreads out on your own. You'll see it kind of gel down. If you can see your brush strokes, you do not have enough on and you need to add some more. So don't add a lot of brush strokes there. And you can see I'm just kind of spreading it out. I'm not really brushing it. And we're going to put at least 3 to 5 coats on it. And if this is going to be something that is worn outside in the sun, I want you to test it first and make sure that it is okay as well. So we're going to let this dry, and then finish your several coats on it, and then we're going to come back and we're going to add our necklace piece to it.